Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. The coronavirus is still spreading. I made a video going over how it's spreading a couple days ago if you want to check that out, but it's definitely been a roller coaster ride for precious metals. Originally hurt prices because it was affecting all markets across the board, but now it's coming full circle where as it's hurting stock markets and other investments and assets, it actually is helping precious metals as more of a safe haven metal or safe haven alternative. So the link to this article from Market Watch will be in the description. It was written 3 days ago, so it still is fresh off the press. So anyways, let's jump into it. Gold futures on Friday shook off losses seen shortly after the release of a better-than-expected U.S. employment data to settle higher as renewed worries about the spread of the coronavirus and its impact on the global economy worked to pull U.S. benchmark stock indexes down from record levels. See, stock markets were setting record-breaking highs, which was kind of hurting precious metals, but since the coronavirus was hurting stocks, it actually helped precious metals. Kind of like this full swing, it's a full circle type of situation that was very rare, but it was cool to witness. So anyways, the precious metal is still viewed by some commodity experts as a go-to asset in the face of an expected period of lower interest rates globally and nagging concerns about Wuhan virus. So, the U.S. created better than expected 225,000 new jobs in January, reflecting surprising resilience in the labor market. The increase in new jobs easily surpassed the 164,000 forecast economists surveyed by MarketWatch. Gold prices appreciated despite January's non-farm payroll smashing market expectations, and the best positive jobs report should reinforce optimism over the U.S. economy and boost appetite towards the king dollar, which would be bad news for gold, he told MarketWatch. So, gold for the April delivery, GCJ20, is up 0.24% on the COMEX. It rose $3.40 to 0.2% to settle at $1,573 an ounce for the week. Bullion lost about 0.9% based on most active contract according to FactSet data. March silver, meanwhile, fell 12.6 cents or 0.7% to $17.69 an ounce following the gain of 1.2% on Thursday. Silver prices suffered a 1.8% weekly drop. So far, 638 people have died from the novel coronavirus strain that reportedly originated in Wuhan City, China. The number of cases has ballooned to 31,000 this far since the start of January, China's National Health Commission said on Friday. And the thing is that it's spreading extremely fast and people cannot put a finger on how to cure it, but also how it's spreading. They figured out this really interesting situation where it's actually spreading within the hospitals, and healthcare workers are spreading it even more rapidly, like I went over in my video. But it's just very interesting and it's very scary because it's on a global scale now. It's not just in China, it's not just cities, this is on a global scale. Some experts said the hotter than expected labor market results may have been tempered by the uncertainty about the viral outbreak and its impact on the worldwide economy. Chris Gaffney, president of the World Markets TIAA Bank, said the positive report gives investors some confidence in the U.S. economy, but a possible global growth slowdown could still impact the U.S. Overall worries about the virus, that is, said that the same family as SARS or severe acute respiratory syndrome haven't managed a long-lasting impact on equity markets, with the Dow Jones Industrial DGIA up 0.45% on the S&P 500 index is up 0.57%, and the NASDAQ composite index is up 0.96% on Thursday, and all finishing at record. However, the benchmarks traded lower on Friday as gold's futures settled. So the infectious disease has kept 10-year benchmark Treasury note yield down 1.63% below 1.6%, which has also provided support for safe haven metals that don't offer a coupon. Bond prices rise as yields fall. Among other metals, March copper was up 0.08% and shed 1.5% to a $2.53 pound. It tallied a weekly rise of 1.4% after settling Monday at its lowest since May 2017. And then platinum is down 0.46%, tacked on 0.2% to $969 an ounce, with prices up to 0.8% for the week. March palladium, which is a very popular one, is up 2.2%. lost 1.2% to $2,210. Now it's losing nearly 0.7% from the week ago period. So very interesting. It's still going to be a long ride, a very long ride for the coronavirus, for this to play out. See, the coronavirus is going to not only affect gold and silver, not only just investments, but people's choices they're making as well. When they reiterate that it's not just affecting precious metals and stocks, it's affecting everything as well, not just investors. So it's going to be a while for this to play out and to see where prices are going to be heading. I definitely think that it's smarter to be investing into precious metals opposed to stocks during this time, because of the safe haven perspective, or the safe haven, advantage that precious metals do bring to the table. So when I'm looking at, 5-10 years down the line, this will have been well swept over, but new things can happen. And that's the whole point of this, is that new things arise on a day-to-day basis. There's always that unknown variable, that unknown factor that we cannot put into play because we don't know what's going to happen. We also have the 2020 presidential election that could heavily influence and change prices from the snap of a finger. See, people don't think about that. When you're seeing these price forecasts, these price predictions, people are never including the unknown variable. They're only looking at what's happening now and what happens when it blows over, but you're not thinking about the next event that's going to happen as well, which could be even bigger than the coronavirus. I know that's scary to think about, but it's true. 2020 presidential election is going to spark a lot of controversy, a lot of geopolitical fear on a global scale, just like the coronavirus, and you can see how it can affect market prices and also how it can affect investors' choices. So, I'm curious on what you guys think this is going to play out to. Do you think that stock market volatility or stock market setting record-breaking highs should or should not be affecting precious metals prices? Do you think that the natural price should be able to flourish freely, or do you think that things like this should be able to put a damper on prices? I definitely think that gold and silver have so much intrinsic and fundamental use that it should naturally be appreciating, and things like this shouldn't be able to hurt markets. Along with, I get that investors would be going out of or into stocks, into the other markets where new money would come out, or new or old money would be coming in. But I still see more longevity for gold and silver, especially than these companies that can go out of business, or that blow over every 5 years. It's like every 5-year cycle that some company, 5 to 10 year cycle that a company has its shine, like Yahoo, even go as long as to say Google. So I do think that we have more longevity with precious metals, since look, they've been used as an exchange for wealth for over 6,000 years, where some of these businesses don't even last 5 years. So that's also something to compare and contrast gold and silver, comparing it to stock markets on which has more longevity or which has more potential. It really does just take a shift of perspective, and it really does allow you to see the opportunity that lies at bay. So anyways, just to recap, I definitely think the coronavirus is going to be affecting prices, but I don't know to what extent. I definitely know that it did help boost prices since it's shut down. The stock markets is shut down. The volatility that was coming in, the record-breaking highs from even the dollar index, and it did hold. Gold and silver did stand its ground against that. So I definitely have to tip my hats off to gold and silver for standing its ground, because more than likely, 9 times out of 10, that would have shot prices way down, and then the coronavirus would have made it worse. So who knows how low prices would have went if there wasn't that fundamental aspect. But luckily, gold and silver are becoming less speculative. Less speculative than I've ever seen, which is definitely some good news. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was educational, informational, or just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to check out my other videos I posted today. I posted 3 other videos today. Yes, I've been working hard. 4 videos in one day. Been busting my butt trying to make good content for you guys to consume, get educated on, and also break down, because I love hearing what you guys have to say as well. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into this video. The link to this article will be in the description if you want to check it out yourself. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.